Okay, I'm going to explain what the purpose of this little video is about. The learners, especially entry 3, are going to do an exam in speaking and listening, and the exam consists of 3 different parts. The first part is listening, where they listen to somebody talking and they tick some boxes. So they do have to listen carefully to the information in order for them to be able to fill in the gaps or tick the boxes. The second task is some kind of an interview between the teacher and the student, which I will prepare later and post it. But right now, I'm going to work on a discussion, which is part 3 of the whole exam. So part 3 was actually given to me as an assignment by my students. So they wanted to see a real presentation for them to be able to do their exam or to practice before the exam. So they have assigned me this task. So today I am not the teacher, I am the learner, and you will notice that my English is very slow because I am not a teacher, I am an entry 3 learner. Okay, and the task they have given me is about fly tipping. So my advice is for the learner to, especially entry 3, because it's quite or a relatively higher level where the learners have got the ability to speak and to have a conversation and to conduct an interview and discuss topics. So the very first step in getting engaged in a discussion or do a presentation is to start with some pictures, well, especially in this topic that I'm going to share with you now on the subject of fly tipping. So, right. I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see it? Okay, let me just try again. I don't know why it says your screen is paused. Okay, so I'm going to share. I found it. Okay, here it is. So as an entry 3 student, remember that I am not the teacher. So your student is going to start like this. Good afternoon or good morning or good evening. It depends on the time of your lesson or the exam time. My name is Salima Copley, and today is my exam, and it's a discussion on fly tipping. So before I start talking about fly tipping, or before I start talking about this subject, here are some pictures of fly tipping. So as you can see, this is the country lane and it is all green and it's supposed to be very beautiful, but this is what some people do. So they just throw their rubbish in the country lane and they don't actually take it to a proper place, even if they have to pay some money. Okay, so I finished being a student now. I'm back as a teacher. So the learner advised them to start the presentation with a few pictures. That really helps a lot. Okay. Right, I stopped sharing that. So the best prompt for the learners to enable them to do a good presentation or a relatively good presentation are pictures. Okay, so I have just shared the pictures, and what comes next is actually me being an ESOL learner discussing or talking about the topic of fly tipping. Okay, I will post that one shortly.